Right, we've just received the new 2026 King's fridge. The updated model from the old one. This one has the integrated fan, so you don't have to modify it to put a fan in. I'll just get it unboxed and we'll have a look at it. Right, got it in there. Fits beautifully. I had spaced up a bit on the bottom because otherwise the door will hit the lip. I do think they need to put in their instructions how to actually change it from swinging the other way, or make it so that it swings this way from factory, as I feel like that would be the way people would generally have their door swinging. If I had my old Patrol, it would be on the left side, and I'd want the door to open that way because I have the kitchen on the right. Pet peeve of mine is the fact that everyone uses Anderson plugs instead of a proper weatherproof rated plug. Yes, this is onto an Anderson plug that they've got at the back, but this is proper rating stuff, which I'll just plug in back here. Wrong way, that way. Like so, and then I've got it on a switch to a relay as well as my solar controller. And then screen here goes through a little testing thing before it turns on. Let's fire it up. Right, we've got a 2-litre milk bottle which fits perfectly in that hole. Got space for our butter and our eggs. Fit beautifully there. That's like they made for it. Now, can you fit an upright can? No. That's definitely a no. It fits there. How about a bigger can? Now, if you go for the super size 440 cans, they're going to have to go in the door. Yeah, no, they'll have to go down here, which is fine because you've got these little things. Or put them on the side. The sizes have changed from the original one. It's 1 millimeter wider, and then 30 mils deeper, and 36 mils higher. And then they've changed the internal dimensions a bit. But when they measure the freezer, they measure the whole space, so not the usable space. So that's kind of a bit of a misconception because, you know, they say it's 104. The standard can's 110. That looks more like, you know, there's 50 mil less than that. But I'll leave it sit here in the sun. Beautiful day. So the panel on the roof, beautiful house panel. That'll charge to keep the battery charged. And I'll come back later and see how cold it gets. I believe I've got it set to -0 at the moment. Now I've got it set to 0. So I should get nice and cold. I'll get back to you later. Right, I've had it in there for a couple of days. Had to put the battery charger on the battery because I've only got a lead acid waiting on my lithium to arrive. And we had no sun yesterday. But bottom of the fridge, you got the main thermometer in there, 3 degrees. I just had it open, so it wasn't 0 degrees, but water in the fridge. These were completely frozen when I put them in. They're slowly defrosting. And then the opposite of the ones in here, which were pretty much completely defrosted, they're now solid. Can't even squish them. Made that. Their fridge organizer. Now, I bought it with the deal where it comes with it. They need to update their fridge organizer because it doesn't fit around the handle. The gap is supposed to, so it kind of looks weird. But other than that, seems to be working all right. Means I can always have a coffee wherever I go. But so far, I'm impressed. Apparently, it does use a bit more power than the old one. Man, it does have a fan, but you know, at least you don't have to modify it for a fan. Using Kmart's version of a jet boil. Boil my water. Better than buying the actual jet boil for the ridiculous price. It only cost me $60. But I am definitely happy with this fridge. Not happy with the lack of sun, but, you know, I can't complain about that really, because at least I am home where I can put the battery on charge if I need to. All right, that's all for now. Bye.